And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to the Gym in the Crypto episode 518. Today is Monday, December 16th, and I'm King, here to bridge the gap between community and crypto every day, Monday through Friday. And today, while a slow news day, top stories are US Fed to print $425 billion market cap for New Year's, 3 times Bitcoin's market cap. Major banks unknowingly process billions in crypto business, says CipherTrace. Hex dives 60% on Bitcoin.com as backlash builds over exchange listing. And crypto traders beware, another cryptocurrency SIM swap theft is going on in the United States and around the world. So a lot of good stuff going on there. I guess a lot of slow stuff going on today. And for some reason, just want to check to make sure I'm live as the watch page is not working right now. It does happen sometime, but just let me check that out for all those on YouTube right now. And of course, you can listen to us on Google Play Music, iTunes Radio, iTunes Podcast, iHeartRadio, as well as, no, it kicked me out. So no, I am not signed in any longer, as well as Spotify. So let me sign back into this account to make sure we're still going live. What's up, Christopher Ladd? There we go. And of course, I had to enter this password. Hopefully, I can do it. Use my phone verification. And we are back. All right, so it looks like we're still live. What's going on, Tesla Hall? There we go. Good stuff. All right, let's go ahead and check out those prices. Bitcoin, $7,092. I know I got some people excited. Down 0.17% on the 24-hour clock. Ethereum's at $140.90, down 1.09%. Ripple is at 21 cents, down 1.75%. Bcash is at $205, down 0.44%. Litecoin's at $42.83, down 1.23%. And EOS is at $2.53, down 1.24%. So everything's in the red, as you can see, for the most part. And, again, a lot of chop. Percentage swings haven't really changed. Price hasn't really changed since the last few months. So we kind of expected this. What's going on, Dylan Darchinville, BK in the building? All right, top story of the day. U.S. Fed to print $425 billion for New Year's, 3 times Bitcoin's market cap. So, again, this has to do with the traditional fiat system, but big story because whenever we talk about the price of Bitcoin, or people want to talk about the price of Bitcoin, of course, they want to talk about in terms of dollars or euros for the most part. If you're looking at it in terms of dollars, this is what we've been saying since we started this show. Bitcoin, the technology keeps improving, but the United States are making moves where they're printing 3 times the entire market cap of fiat money. Then, of course, that dollar price is going to go down. So I'm suspecting after this happens, we'll see an aggressive price movement, either positive or negative, because either it will go, we'll see a positive price movement if people finally stop believing in the reprinting and printing of fake money, or we'll see a negative price movement if this reestablishes confidence in the traditional market and makes people want to get away from crypto. So either way, it looks like the United States Central Bank will inject at least $425 billion. I like how this article puts of non-existent money into the economy by the middle of next month. In a statement released on December 11th, the Federal Reserve confirmed it will ramp up so-called repurchase or repo operations on key dates over the New Year period. Again, the time of the year require extra assurances for banks. The Fed claims with repo operations designed to support their day-to-day operations. Wow, this is pretty crazy. The Fed's confirming in accordance with the most recent FOMC directive, the desk will conduct repo operations to ensure that the supply of reserves remains ample and to mitigate the risk of money market pressures around year end that could adversely affect policy implementation. This is a long way of saying that the financial system we have is fake, and we're going to continue to print fake money because, as we said, people talk about what's the value in Bitcoin if it's digital. The fact that it's a fixed amount, it's a fixed supply, when it's going to be released and when it's finished being released. There is no overnight on a Monday morning or a Sunday night or Saturday night. Someone says, "Hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and push out 100 billion more Bitcoin." You will never hear that happening. That would destroy the entire network and the confidence of the network. But You're seeing that happen with fiat currency because it has an owner to it. Someone can literally wake up in the middle of the night and say, hey, let's print off 425 billion more dollars, so markets won't go down during Christmas holiday, and policy implementation can still be implemented as if we were in the green instead of where we are right now, all the way in the red. So again, United States is about 21 plus trillion in debt. We're still printing out more fake money. And to me, this is another reason why, I personally have confidence in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And I think more people will as well as this continues, because again, this is diluting the entire monetary system. If you, with that dollar you just had, or the $7,000 price point in Bitcoin today, that is all being decreased in value as soon as they print all of this. That dollar you had is worth a lot less, as well as the price of Bitcoin in dollar value, or it will actually go the opposite way, where the price should go up more since the dollar value is actually losing value. So again, it's crazy to see this, but this might be a good thing, as it may lead more people to cryptocurrency. So we'll see. What's going on, PFC Will? It was Tiffany from New York. Yeah, PFC Will said that's crazy. And we're all just sitting here waiting and watching. You know it. What's going on, Allison Thompson? Another move coming from Wall Street. Major banks unknowingly process billions in crypto business, says CipherTrace. It looks like blockchain intelligence firm CipherTrace has claimed that large banks may be processing up to $2 billion in undetected cryptocurrency-related transfers each year. It's actually something I mentioned last week, where if you really do the deep dive on some of these investment firms that were investing in Telegram or these capital funds, a lot of them are connected to banks. And so, which means a lot of banks, big banks, major banks, are doing cryptocurrency business, whether they know it or not, even though I will err on the side of them knowing it, because, hey, who has billions of dollars and doesn't do their proper research, right? But it looks like in a press release shared with Cointelegraph on December 16th, CipherTrace claims that its research unit has found that every one of the United States' top 10 commercial banks have unregistered cryptocurrency businesses using their payments networks to process funds. These unregistered cryptocurrency money service businesses include entities such as crypto exchanges, according to the research. Now, they kind of go into more detail here if you want to read this on Cointelegraph, kind of quoting and mentioning the Bank Secrecy Act and the Financial Task Force, about why banks need that anti-money laundering and know your customer laws in there. And it's even the actual a quote by Carol House of the U.S. Treasury's Financial Action Task Force, who raised concerns as to whether banks are indeed ready for the forthcoming statutory revisions. She reportedly stated it would be interesting to know how many financial institutions operating in this space are able to identify a crypto business recipient as a financial institution on the basis of its wallet reference number or other information that it currently has available to it. The first thing here is, again, someone who works for the Treasury, the U.S. Treasury's Financial Action Task Force, who has been guiding a lot of the rules and regulation going around cryptocurrency. They're still under the assumption that one business or one financial institution in the crypto space would just use one wallet. Again, these are the people who are dictating the laws. They have no clue what they're talking about. You can change your wallet every hour if you want. Every 10 minutes if you wanted to change your wallet number, you could, right? So you can have an endless amount of wallet numbers. You can use them and burn them and never use it again. So the fact that they're still trying to figure out how to identify a crypto business per a wallet reference number is pretty impossible to do, unless for whatever reason that business would say, okay, we're only going to use this one wallet to do business, or at least publicly, because they still could have more that we wouldn't know about. So again, to even mention that was kind of crazy to see. But also, it's worth noting that CipherTrace just had a new product hit the market. Now, it wasn't covered in this story, at least I didn't see it. They mentioned how they cover over. No, they did mention. Okay, I saw another article. I know they mentioned it. It looks like CipherTrace has launched a new crypto risk intelligence product designed to help banks, of course, reduce crypto-related risks on their payment rails. I'm not gonna lie, this is looking like a little bit of extortion, where CipherTrace is bringing the government regulators into it and was like, hey, I mean, did we know some of our major banks are doing over $2 billion in processing fees for crypto businesses? And did you know we have a product to stop that they're not using, therefore not being compliant? So this definitely works for CipherTrace either way, which is, a good thing. This is how companies sometimes come up. They do their research. They find holes in industries and they say, hey, we have the perfect product for you. So shout out to CyberTrace. But this even kind of goes on the show when it comes to the bank's point of view. Like, there is no stopping crypto. It's already in the ecosystem. It's already in the financial system, whether governments and banks want to admit it or not. Clarence Dennison, what's going on? Sergeant Crypto, hello. And yeah, Sergeant Crypto actually was a winner from Thursday's Cryptocoin getaway. So I'll make sure I get that to you, Sergeant Crypto. And we'll read that answer out tomorrow. But that was the email to the New York Department of Financial Services. So I appreciate you commenting on that for sure. All right, Hex dives 60% on Bitcoin.com as backlash builds over exchange listing. Wow. This Cointelegraph article just has scam written across the middle in the spider's web. Bitcoin.com exchange, a Bitcoin skeptical trading platform. That's pretty funny they call that. Associated with the website has sparked fresh controversy after supporting an altcoin widely considered to be a scam. In an article and Twitter post on December 15th, officials confirmed that trading of Hex had gone live 2 days previously. Looks like this makes Bitcoin.com one of the few recognized trading platforms to forge ties with Hex, which together with founder Richard Hart continues to field widespread accusations of fraud. Explaining the decision, Bitcoin.com claimed it wished to offer security to those looking to trade the coin, which launched earlier this month. And again, they said, quote, "We are thrilled to announce that we have just listed the Hex by Richard Hart Wynn on our exchange, giving anyone who wants to trade it as a secure venue to do so. Check it out," the Twitter announcement read. But since then, you can kind of see the two different respective prices for Hex and Bitcoin Cash and Hex and Ethereum. But that price has dropped 64 and 57% respectively, which is not a big surprise because usually when coins hit exchanges, you will see that price take a big dip. This one, though, in particular, is more of a worrying dip. It's because people are thinking, hey, this is not only a big scam coin, but that dip will not be recovered from. They think this might be it. It looks like Hex purports to enrich investors by giving away free tokens in return for confirming Bitcoin holdings. But people said that they think that the suspicions were that the entire project was being run in a manner that mirrors a pyramid scheme, with the alleged owner of Hex's so-called origin address potentially controlling around 45% of the entire Hex supply just 1 year after launch. Again, this is why we go for those decentralized projects, or as decentralized as possible, because things like this can happen. So it looks like, again, this may be a scam. 45% of the entire supply may be in one wallet, which of course would be terrible. And of course with Bitcoin.com, this doesn't look good because Bitcoin.com, of course, who has Roger Ver behind it. We saw the same type of controversy happen when Bcash got listed on Coinbase. Everybody, looked like insider trading to happen. They, of course, were investigated, but nothing was found. But who did the investigations, right? In the market that technically is not illegal to do that, as Roger Ver so adamantly pointed out a day or two afterwards. But I think we're seeing the same thing here. It's the same type of companies. It's the same type of reports coming from these companies that, hey, are they working with scammers? In the past, they have. So I wouldn't be surprised right now if this was the same. But again, it's only alleged. Right now, if you're invested in Hex or have anything to do with it, you can go ahead and check out more of this story on Cointelegraph. Tony Nolly, what's going on? Crypto Key, welcome. All right, last but not least, today's a short show. Crypto traders be aware. Another cryptocurrency swap theft in the United States. Looks like it's been reported a 23-year-old has attempted to steal cryptocurrencies. This time the fraud appears, as they said, to be a significant issue worldwide. It's growing, as they say, especially within the community, with many similar cases. It looks like a young man from Pennsylvania has been implicated in fraudulent activities and will face a federal grand jury, according to a recent report. Per the document, the 23-year-old Anthony Falk has been conspiring to commit wire fraud by stealing cryptocurrencies from company executives working in the same industry. So this story is kind of broad. They do say, right now Falk faces up to 20 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. And they also mentioned some more stories of more sim swapping happening. But I definitely want to talk about this story as it gets closer to the holiday, especially here in the U.S. End of the year, Christmas, New Year's, all that. SIM swapping is on the rise again, people. Somebody tried to hit me up again last week. I mean, all throughout the day and night, I was just getting messages that my PIN number was being asked for different stuff. So it happens. We know it's out there. The best thing you can do if you're involved in crypto, of course, and use your phone for two-factor authentication is to make sure that you call up the phone store or go online and let them know that the only way any of your settings or your PIN numbers or anything can be changed is if you physically come into the store with an ID. Don't let them do it via phone because that's how these attacks are happening. Of course, from social engineering, where if someone gets some of your personal stuff, they call the phone company and they give away your personal information to get that PIN and password, and they just hijack everything and begin stealing any of your cryptocurrency by using that password verification and two-factor authentication. So make sure you're paying a lot of attention to that. Again, the hacks will be on the rise toward the end of this year. And then again, always want to keep yourself safe because some hackers will wait until that price does boom back up, and then they'll just take it for everything. So make sure you're paying attention to that. Other than that, folks, as I said, short show today. As always, thanks for watching. Make sure you smash that like and share, and I will see you all tomorrow with some more crypto news. Cheers.